Well, hello everybody. Long time no see. Long time, long time no see. Long time no see. Long, long time no see. Everybody. How y'all been? Um, you know, last time we had seen each other was was I think about midway through this past summer. Midway through this past mid, mid midway through midway through this past mid, 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 mid midway through midway through this pa- midway through this past summer. Midway through midway through this past summer was the last time we had seen you all. It's been quite a while, even quite a long time. So there's been quite a bit going on ever since the last time we saw you last. So thank God we are headed towards the end of 2020, thank God, and a lot of us just want 2020 to be over with how rough 2020 has been. It's definitely been a rough, even kind of at times emotional kind of year, 2020, with the COVID coronavirus COVID coronavirus stuff, coming around. It does ultimately sound like help is on the way. Ultimately, um, you know, based on the vaccine situation and stuff. Of course, as a lot of they will be giving it to people in phases. They'll start out with well, doctors and elderly senior citizen people, those types of people with health conditions are gonna be the top priority to start with to start with. Then after that, then they'll move down to other people. Like, it sounds like for younger people like us, it'll start becoming available to younger people like us, to 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 younger people like to younger people like us more to younger people like us more so, like uh come like come like end of the end of the winter, and end of the end of end of end of the winter, some point next spring, some point in the spring, it sounds like. um uh you know you know the biggest thing that I wanted to get to, you know bringing you all in on. So, um basically, after having a nice break after having a nice break, um uh after having the first lockdown, or, well, more so the first shut the first shut the first shutdown and stuff, earlier this year, um uh back in March, not too long before Easter, not too long before not too long before Easter. Now, after having an unseasonably warm unseasonably warm uns, unseason unseasonably unseasonably warm fall and stuff at times, in through in through the bulk of last month in through the bulk of last month. Now we're starting to kind of get more back to reality with more, colder temperatures and stuff. And with that said, now with colder temperatures, and it kind of getting colder, and I think us pretty much being done with a lot of the warm weather for the season, and for the year and the season, till next year and next season, till next till 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 next till 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 next year and next season. Um, uh, COVID cases right now are kind of on the rise again. So I think we are now entering a round two of of not completely shut down yet, but we are kind of entering a round two of suspensions of stuff. Um, uh, so the biggest thing I wanted to share with you. So just the other day, I had my 36th birthday. That all went fine. However, of course, we did have to take a year off from going to Niagara, from going to Niagara, from from go from 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 going to from going to Niagara, from from go from going to Ni from go from from going to going to Niagara. You know, hopefully things will allow to get back to reality. Get back to reality next. Get back to reality. Get back to reality next. Get back to reality next year, a year from now. But for this year, we kind of had to just kind of take a year off and just kind of mainly hang here and stuff. And all in all, I had a fine birthday and stuff, except at the end of the day, ended up receiving some bad news. Now, Thanksgiving was just last week, a week ago, and things, of course, however, were able to allow to be able to spend Thanksgiving with mom and stepdad. Mom and stepdad usually have spent it with dad and stepmom, but of course, we kind of convinced them to take this year off, you know, due to their concerns with COVID cases on the rise, with cooler temperatures, and now it getting even colder out now. So of course we're able to we were able to spend Thanksgiving last week with mom and stepdad, and again we had a good birthday the other day. All in all, just a couple of days ago, except end of the day, we actually kind of received some bad news. Again, like we just said, yes, with colder temperatures, COVID cases are becoming on the rise again. And with that all said, for a while we were kind of in a yellow zone. Then we kind of had to kind of beep it up to an orange zone. Now it's all gotten to the point where I think it's kind of having to be beeped up pretty shortly to actually having to be beeped up to a red zone. So with that all said, as of yesterday, home visits home visits are suspended again till further notice. Which which was which was expect which was which was which which was expected and stuff, as it would get colder again, which again is the point we're at right now. Um, the fact of the matter is, was originally committed to going to mom and stepdad's today to do a belated birthday celebration, but of course, that all that all that all had to change. That all had to change, of course, with the news we ended up finding out late Thursday evening, late Thursday night the other day. You know. So instead, my mom and stepdad later in the day yesterday did drop by with some of the takeout and stuff, along with cake I wanted them to make, along with the gifts that they had for me, and dropped it all off here yesterday. Um, uh, you know, all right, we're gonna do a part two because the amount of recording time we have allotted in the device we're recording is just about up. So we'll be back with part two.